bass guitar is very, very important and often forgotten about in bands, but it creates the fundamental rhythm along with the drums. The bass and the drums have to really tie together, and that means the bassist and the drummer should be working with each other in the sound. When it comes to recording, that means the bass and the drums have got to flow together. It's very important, therefore, to make sure that the two are compatible and that the two don't crowd each other out. So, let's have a look at how to record bass guitar with basic home recording equipment. So when it comes to recording bass, I'm actually lining this straight in. So this is the guitar cable coming straight out of my bass. There, and it's going into the preamp. And I'm making sure that the green lights are not going above 0 on there, and that means it's not going to clip, it's not going to go above and beyond the edges of the track, so you're going to get good music quality there. And that's exactly what I did with the drums as well. So simplicity, I'm lining this straight in, no need to mic up a bass amp, because this way you get the best bass sound. In terms of quality, I've gone for new strings, I've made sure it's tuned. I've got to make sure that I'm playing in time with the drums, so I'm actually going to mute the click track, because I need to be playing along to the drums and not to the click. So, I'll put the bass line down, just like I did with the drums. I don't have to use headphones because I'm using a line in, so there's no microphone. So, we'll record it and see how it goes. So let's start recording, quick test. Yep, we're all good. I've got the bass on full volume. Now you can hear the click tracks washed through into the other tracks, but that's okay, we'll sort that out later. And so when I'm happy with that, I've got my recording, then we can leave that with the drums. We'll come back to this when we engineer it, but that's done now, so we can add the guitars and the piano or keyboards if forgotten, and then we can move on to vocals. Top tips for bassists: if you're playing something that's quite loud, so rock, metal, punk, that kind of thing, then you may want to just drive the preamp a tiny bit. So get a little bit of, not quite distortion, but just on the edge of distortion. And that is going to give your bass a lot more definition in the mix. You don't want too much, otherwise it starts to sound mushy, but just a little bit. It'll sound ugly when it's soloed, but because you'll hear all the fret noise and stuff, but it actually sounds quite good in the mix and it gives you more definition. Another thing to consider, if you play fingerstyle and you're playing something like punk, metal, rock, you may want to try using a pick. A pick will give you more definition in a busy mix, and it'll stop you getting string rattle as you're picking at the strings. If you're Steve Harris, that's not a problem, and particularly if you're playing things like slap bass or jazz, it's not a problem, but just consider it if you feel like the bass isn't getting enough definition in the mix. So that's covered bass guitar. We've now got the rhythm section together. Next time we're going to have a look at the melody instruments, guitars and keyboards. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.